I honestly think we're all overlooking what could end up being the biggest gameplay change in Gears of War E-Day. Bullet penetration. Now I know what you're thinking, bullets going through walls, that's been in games for years. And you're completely right, but I don't think that's what the Coalition are actually building here. I think they're rebuilding the entire cover system that Gears of War have been famous for since 2006. And if that is true, this could completely change how we play Gears of War forever. For 20 years, Gears of War has been based around one simple rule: find cover, stay alive. Every fight revolves around moving from one piece of cover to another, taking shots and pushing forward, repeating the process. The maps were designed around it, the weapons were balanced around it, and the multiplayer was built from it. Cover wasn't just a mechanic, it was Gears of War. But what happens when that cover isn't safe anymore? We've seen in various other titles how this actually works, but in E-Day I think we're going to get a lot more detailed version of this. During the gameplay we've seen so far, bullets don't simply hit a wall and disappear. Rounds punch through furniture, wood explodes into splinters, dust fills the air. Objects break apart naturally instead of playing a scripted destruction animation. The Coalition has also confirmed that they've rebuilt the game from ground up in Unreal Engine 5, so that means they're no longer carrying around systems designed back in the Unreal Engine 3 days. Everything from weapons to the environments have been built for modern hardware, and that's where things start to get really interesting. Now, the Coalition hasn't explained every technical detail yet, so this part is based on Unreal Engine 5's engine technologies and what I have actually seen in the gameplay. Imagine every material in the game has its own properties, from wood to concrete, brick to steel, and even glass. Instead of every wall behaving exactly the same, the game actually knows what it's made from. From when a bullet hits something, it isn't just asking, did I just hit a wall? It's asking, what material is this? How thick is it? How much energy does this bullet still have? If enough energy it remains, the bullet carries on. If not, it stops. That's a massive difference from older games, where bullets simply just stopped the movement soon as they touched the object. So this is where Unreal Engine 5 starts to shine. Chaos physics allows objects to break apart dynamically instead of relying on pre-made destruction animations. So every shot can create different debris, different splinters, different chunks of concrete. It's pretty impressive when you actually look into the details. Then you have nanite. Instead of flat walls with damaged textures painted on, you could build incredibly detailed environments with actual geometry. So when something gets hit, pieces can genuinely break away rather than just swapping to a cracked texture. Then you have Niagara. It handles all the particles from the dust to the smoke, the wood chips, the concrete fragments, metal sparks. Every impact feels actually unique. And finally, we need to talk about the lighting. Destroying a wall suddenly becomes dynamic. Sunlight pours into the rooms, smoke catches the light, shadows visually change. That's not just graphics, that's gameplay coming together with some of Unreal Engine 5's powerhouse new features. Now here's the part that really gets me excited. Think about multiplayer. Think about all those years that we've treated cover almost exactly the same. You slide into cover, you know you're relatively safe. Now imagine that's no longer true. You're hiding behind a wooden desk, the enemy knows exactly where you are. Instead of waiting for you to peek, they simply fire through it. Now you're forced to move. That instantly creates more aggressive gameplay, more repositioning, more flanking, more decisions on the battlefield. Instead of asking where the closest cover is, you need to start asking what type of cover is it. That's a completely different way of thinking and a completely different way of playing Gears of War. This could also make every weapon feel more unique. Imagine if the snub barely penetrates anything. The Lancer punches through wooden cover, the hammer burst hits even harder, the long shot tears through multiple layers of material. Now weapons aren't only balanced by damage, they're also balanced with utility. Suddenly your loadout becomes way more strategic. Now we do also need to bring up the AI here, the bots, the NPCs. Not enough people are talking about it, but imagine if the Locust recognised that you are hiding behind a weak bit of cover. Instead of blindly charging or rushing to you, they simply shoot through the cover. Or a boomer understanding that the cover that you're hiding behind isn't great, so he destroys it instantly, entirely wiping your squad. That just doesn't make enemies harder, it makes them feel a lot smarter. Of course, if this system does actually work in multiplayer, the Coalition has pulled off something seriously impressive. Every player has to see the same destruction at the same time, every same bullet path, every same penetration, the same damage overall. This, without any desync, is incredibly difficult to do. It's one of the reasons why most multiplayer shooters fake destruction rather than actually simulate it. If EA gets this right, it's going to be one of the most technically impressive shooters we've ever actually seen. Honestly, can't wait to get my hands on it and just see how deep this mechanic really goes. But what do you think? Do you want bullet penetration to play a major role in multiplayer, or do you think cover should stay exactly how it's always been? So I hope you enjoyed my little theories there. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Once again, do not forget to like the video, subscribe if you are new here, and I'll catch you all in the next one.